Philippine and U.S. defense officials meeting for more than 3 hours in Camp Aguinaldo. The Mutual Defense Board Security Engagement Board meeting, an annual gathering to coordinate efforts boosting their defense and security cooperation.
We have dedicated ourselves to addressing the dynamic and evolving challenges that confront our nation's security.
The security environment is extremely challenging right now, and I want to thank my friend and partner, General Bronner, for his leadership.
The meeting also aims to finalize the cycle of projects to be carried out in 2024, including joint exercises such as the Balikatan. On Wednesday, officials were in Cagayan and Pampanga to inspect EDCA sites or Philippine military camps where U.S. troops are given wider access.
All of the EDCA sites are sovereign Philippine territory.
Aside from the possibility of adding more locations, there will also be an increase in the U.S.-funded projects for the new EDCA sites.
And the United States has identified investment of almost $110 million to those sites.
I would like to say that the Philippine government is also spending for these EDCA sites, primarily because these are our own camps.
And while they chose to visit EDCA sites in northern Luzon, officials say this should not be seen as prepping for potential conflict over Taiwan or the Korean Peninsula.
All of this joint operations, even the selection of our EDCA sites, has nothing to do with the other countries in the Indo-Pacific region.
So the viability of those sites for assistance, for training, and for interoperability is really the key. But let there be no doubt, those are sovereign Philippine locations.
There are calls to expand U.S. presence in the West Philippine Sea, including at Pagasa Island and Ayungin Shoal.
On joint patrols, joint drills, what about a joint forward base? Is that, can we do that?
All I know is about the EDCA site in Balabac. The forward base in KIG is something that hindi pa namin napag-uusapan. I'm not aware of any effort to establish a forward base in KIG. But
KIG, Kalayaan
Island Group.
But the U.S. has been visible in the West Philippine Sea. Aside from the sightings of its spy plane, Philippine and U.S. navies recently holding joint patrols in Palawan.
We'll continue to do that for the long term, ultimately to ensure that we can maintain the freedom of the seas, freedom of airspace, so that all the nations in the region can enjoy peace and prosperity.
Strengthening their alliance in the face of growing threats confronting the two allies. David Santos, CNN Philippines.